Coming up next, why talent and passion aren't enough for you to feel that significance in work. And then in the news about unemployment boosting your career. Are you kidding me? And we'll have some fun with some work fails and your calls. And it starts now. All right, welcome to the Ken Coleman Show. Thrilled to have you with us. We're coming to you live from our Ramsey Solutions studios in Nashville. And you joined a conversation about you, specifically your purpose, what you were born to do. You were created to contribute through your work. You know that. You may have never heard it said that way, and maybe you've never even spent a second thinking about that. But the reality is you know it. You don't have to teach a human being to ask the question, why am I here? It just happens because we're souls. And we're created to contribute. And I want to talk about your professional purpose. There's relational purpose and professional purpose. And I want to help you discover what you were born to do, and I want you to do it. We have 7 stages that will lead you up the mountain to your professional pinnacle. Get clear, get qualified, get connected, get started, get promoted, get the dream job, give yourself away. And it is a clear path. What stage are you in? How do we get to the next stage? I'm your counselor, coach, cheerleader, all in one call. 844-747-2577 is the number. 844-747-2577. So why is talent not enough to feel that significance, to do what you were born to do? Why is talent not enough? Why is passion not enough? So talent alone, well, you're good at it, but you don't love the work. The result of the work doesn't set your soul on fire. And so you'll do well, you'll be successful, but you'll never have your heart fully alive. Passion together, okay, talent, passion's good. Hey, I'm good at the work and I love the work. I mean, you'll be satisfied. You really will. But if there isn't a connection to the results of your work. So it's like, I love the work. I really love marketing. I love designing. I love coding. I mean, it is possible for you to love the work, but also the result of the work, you go, it's valuable. All work is valuable. Yeah, sure. But it doesn't really make my heart come alive. That's the last piece that I teach, which is mission. Talent, passion, and mission. That, again, you will be successful on talent alone if you just work in your talent. If you work in your areas of talent and passion, you will be very satisfied. It's good. I mean, it's not a bad place to be. But ultimately, I want that designer, the marketer, the coach, I want them to love their work, but also be working for an organization, producing a result that is connected to their values. It's missional. I want to put these results in the world. I don't want to just code. I want to code for life change as opposed to code for entertainment. Nothing wrong with either. But it is really important to understand why I teach that you need to get clear on talent, what you do best, hard skills, soft skills, passion, the work that you really love to do for the work itself, the task or the group of tasks. You go, oh, I love that. That's why I work so hard. That's because I'm more disciplined than anybody else, because I love it. You know, I had somebody compliment me one time, Ken, the schedule you keep and you go at it and blah, blah, blah. You're broadcasting live every day and writing books and developing assessments and blah, 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 blah. What's the secret to that discipline? And I go, it has nothing to do with discipline. It has nothing to do with discipline. If I was super disciplined, I wouldn't eat chips at 10 o'clock at night or the occasional bowl of ice cream. It has nothing to do with discipline. I'm not more disciplined than you are. In fact, maybe less. The reality is that I love the work. I love the work. But the last piece is mission. The results that matter deeply to me. Listen, I tried sports broadcasting. It was satisfying, but it wasn't significant. I realized that I didn't want to get up and broadcast passion, work I love, to entertain. I like to be entertained by broadcasting, but I didn't want to entertain. I wanted to equip and encourage. I wanted to do broadcasting and public communication for the purpose of influencing others. My driving missional result is influence. I use what I do best, talent, to do work I love, passion, to produce results that matter to me, and it's influence, life change, hope, transformation. That's what drives me. And that's when it all comes together. Talent, passion, mission. When I use what I do best, talent, to do work I love, passion, to produce results that matter to me, mission, I'm in alignment with who I was created to be. And we're going to use the imagery of an arrow here. The pieces of an arrow. What's my direction? Talent first. What do I do best? Those are the tools. Gives us clues. What kind of work do we love to do? Passion. What results do we want to create? Mission. When they get in alignment, they come together beautifully, and it's an arrow pointing to the marketplace where you can do multiple things. It doesn't have to be one job, one career path. In fact, we want to see you keep growing. My 7 stages leads you to the dream job, but then give yourself away. And by the way, the 7 stages ends up repeating themselves. When you get to the dream job, you're on top of the mountain. The vision now is different. I've been looking up the whole way. Now I'm at the top. Now I'm looking out. It's really important to understand this is who we are as people. Purpose involves progress, and we got to have a path forward. But you have to have such clarity that as I progress, as I get opportunities, I stay in alignment, using passion and mission together. See, talent, they're just the tools. The talents you have, the strengths that I have, they're tools. It's about passion and mission. So we're using the tools effectively and maximizing our potential and, most importantly, our impact. Because this whole purpose conversation isn't about us. It's about who we are supposed to touch. Somebody out there in this world needs you to show up and be the best version of you in the marketplace. This isn't about paycheck. This is about purpose. The paycheck will take care of itself. 844-747-2577 is the number. Let's go to Columbus, Ohio to start it off with Cindy. Cindy, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thank you for picking up my call.
You bet. What's going on?
So, Ken, I'm trying to figure out a career to pursue. I'm a college student.
Okay.
And I've been thinking I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what best career is good for me. There's so many options. So
Okay.
I needed some.
What are you thinking
guidance.
about? I'll guide you, but I want to see what your heart is kind of wondering about, and we want to kind of turn off your brain for just a little bit. We'll get the brain back involved in a second, but what do you wonder about? I'm sure you've had an idea or 2 or 3 or 4. What's at the top of the list?
So I don't have like a specific career, but I know I want to help people.
Good. Let's stay there. Forget about career for a second. I love that you
Mhm.
said it that way. Let's jump ahead. Did you hear me just kind of open the show? Were you listening while you were on hold?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's go to mission for a second. Let's see if we can get some clues by going all the way to mission. And the way that we really get clarity on mission is we start diving into who are the people I most want to help? What's the problem they have or desire they have that I want to take care of? And then what are the solutions to that problem or desire that I get excited about providing? Does that make sense, those 3 questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yeah.
let's have some fun. Because I know your brain, when I went through it just then, you already start to get some ideas. So I don't want you to worry about how it sounds. I don't want you to think about a career or a job or even how you'd get there. I want you to just focus on answering who are the people I most want to help. Tell me, what comes to your mind?
So the first thing was 2 things. One was people in third world countries and kids.
Great. How about kids in third world countries? What if we combine them?
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Come on now. Are you having fun? I think I just heard a smile on the other end.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Good. So let's just have some fun here. We know we want to help kids and people in third world countries. What is the problem or desire? So need or desire that they have that you want to solve. What is it?
Like I like education.
Great.
That's the first thing that came. Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Was there something else?
Helping people get opportunities. But education is the first thing that came to mind.
That's right. Education, and then how to use that education to rise above the third world economies and limitations that exist there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll say the need is they need education and as a result, opportunities to rise above and get out of poverty. Is that about right?
Correct. Yes.
Wait a second. Did I just hear another kind of almost a giggle?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I mean, either I did or I didn't. I don't mind if I'm wrong, but is that what I heard on the other end?
Yes.
Why? Let's pause for a moment. Why are you smiling and almost giggling when we talk about that? What's going on? You're happy.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting. It makes you happy thinking about helping those people, right?
Yeah.
All right, just want to make sure.
I just don't know how to go about it.
Stop it. You're not. You're not allowed to do that. I told you were not allowed to do that. Did I not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cindy, you were being a good student until that part right there. I'm just having fun with you. You're smiling and laughing because you're getting excited. And that's what I want you to feel. All right, here we go. Last part. People we want to help. Kids, people in third world countries. Need we want to address, probably want to solve. Education and opportunities. A path forward. And then the solution. So what are the solutions? And again, don't worry about how it sounds. So what are the solutions to those problems, education opportunities that you get excited about providing?
Tuition.
Great. That's good. It's a good answer.
Just the opportunity to go to school.
Yeah, teaching. Tuition, teaching, training. That's how you're going to solve that, right? That's the solution. Is helping them with affordability of school, getting them into a school, helping facilitate either you're doing the teaching or you're part of that. The solution is education. You want to bring education and advocacy to them. Is that a good answer? Am I close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You can fix it later. You can fix it later. We're not trying to get perfect. We're trying to get you going, oh, this is what I want to do. Okay. So who's doing that? Who's doing that in third world countries? What organizations, what NGOs or government organizations or whatever, private sector? Who's doing it?
I don't know yet.
I know you don't. So that's what you got to do. Wait a second. We know who you want to help, why you want to help them, how you want to help them. Who's helping them? So you start looking at this. You go, okay, I'm going to look at nonprofit religious organizations. I'm going to look at secular NGOs. I'm going to look and see who's helping these folks. Is there a country that maybe pops in your mind, or a region of the world, third world region, where you go, my heart's kind of there, or I'm intrigued?
Yeah. I have a country in mind.
Tell me. I'm going to get you there. I'm going to help you figure this out. What's the country?
Okay. Ghana.
Ghana. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So here's your homework assignment. Who's on the ground in Ghana that is helping these people that you want to help? Somebody's over there doing something. I guess it's possible that nobody's on the ground doing it, at which point we got to figure out what that means. So it means we either go do it somewhere else in a neighboring country, and keep our finger on the pulse, and maybe eventually an organization gets into Ghana and you eventually move to Ghana. But we know it's Ghana. So your homework assignment is, what NGOs, nonprofits are helping educate and advance the people of Ghana? The neediest people of Ghana, the least of these. That's your homework. Next step is we find out who's helping. Then we go, what kind of positions do they hire? Do they have positions that you would love to fill eventually? What qualifications will I need? How much is that going to cost me? How long will that take? Or am I already qualified? How do I get connected? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to hang on the line. Will Rudder sitting in today. Will, let's get her a copy of the proximity principle, whatever format she wants, because this is how you make connections. You're going to have to figure out, how can I get connected to an organization that may be U.S.-based, but also has an operation on the ground in Ghana or in other countries? How do I get connected? Once I know who they are and how I'm going to get qualified to put myself out there, how do I now get connected? Those are the next steps for you. You're in stage 1, get clear. We need to do some more work in get clear, because you know what you want to do and you know why you want to do it. So now you need to figure out where. Yeah, there's that giggle again. She's happy.
It sounds huge.
Well, but it's not. It is. Okay, listen, I know it sounds huge and it feels huge, but it's not, because I just broke it down for you. We got to first figure out who's doing the work you want to do in Ghana. Then we figure out what positions they have. Do any of those positions scratch that itch? Are they in your sweet spot? How do I get qualified for it? How do I get connected? My 7 stages, get clear, is where you are. Stage 2 will be get qualified. Stage 3 will be get connected. And eventually you're going to get an opportunity to do the work. That's stage 4, get started. And then once you get in that, you'll be in stage 5 for a while, where you get promoted, or you may get right into your dream job, where you move right to stage 6. And then you spend the rest of your life in stage 6 and 7. Dream job, give yourself away. That's the clear path. Okay?
I'm motivated now. Thank you so much.
You got this. You have to do it. You don't have a choice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Somebody out there needs Cindy to show up in Ghana. Or she might find out it's a different country. But you know what's really cool about this, folks? And I want you to catch this. I mean, I can teach all day long. And it's kind of cool. This is why I think there's a creator. I think there's a conductor. I didn't know Cindy was going to be on the show today. But the team and I got together 2 weeks ago and decided I was going to teach on how that talent and passion aren't enough. It's got to be a missional component. And then Cindy calls. And we walked through. She didn't know. She couldn't articulate it. But we go to mission, and we just break down the questions that allow us to see the results that we want to put in this world. And the 3 questions are, for any of you that are stuck, if you want to go right to mission, it'll help reveal passion. Answer these 3 questions. Who are the people I want to help? You start thinking about them. Visualize it. This isn't like new age stuff. You don't even have to have music in the background or incense burning. You can just ask the question in a quiet moment. Who are the people I want to help? Get a picture of them. Now you can answer the second question. What's the problem they have that I want to solve? You can say need or a desire, because sometimes it's not necessarily negative. It's something they want. Give you an example. In her case, it's impoverished people and kids in third world countries. That's a problem. In some of you, you go, hey, I want to make people feel beautiful. I want to be an esthetician, a makeup artist, a hairdresser, a massage therapist, a physical therapist. I want to make people feel better. A couple of those right there. That's not a problem. It's a desire. I want to design shoes, dresses, whatever it is. That's a desire. So you look at what is the need or desire based on the image of the person that pops in your head or persons. And then the third question is, what's the solution to their need or desire that I get juiced about? All 3 of those come together. And now we go, oh, that's the result I want to put in the world. And now we go, that's the result. What's the work? If we can back into this, if we want to go that route, we can go mission, passion. And we go, do I have the talent to do it? We don't want to be delusional. We want to be all heart and no talent. That never works either. So understand the power of the simplicity of breaking that question down. What is my mission? What's the result of the work? That really fires me up. 844-747-2577. Mary joins us in Houston, Texas. Mary, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
Mary, I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
I am doing the same, although I am still in stage one of getting clear.
Okay.
I still know that I'm in alignment and working towards a better alignment, I should say,
Good.
with that which is, my life's purpose.
Good. So how can I help today?
So today I have a question about being overqualified. Lately in interviews, I'm being told by hiring managers that they're not using the word overqualified, explicitly, but they're hinting at it and implying it, saying, oh, are you sure this position seems like a step down for you? We just want to make sure you won't be bored. And I'm applying for jobs right now that are sort of entry level into, getting further into my sweet spot, and yet being hit with this overqualified thing. And just wanted to ask you, is overqualified a good thing or a bad thing, do you think?
Well, it's interesting that you ask it that way because that's a really good way to look at it. I've not even looked at it as detailed as that. It doesn't sound, though, like they're saying the exact words, you're overqualified. It seems like they've got a concern based on the example you gave me. It sounds like they have a legitimate concern, if they said it the way that you gave it to me, that you won't be challenged, and they're concerned by that because they go, I don't want to hire somebody that's bored out of their skull day one. Sounds like it's a perceptive question that may be accurate. What are your thoughts? And when they asked you that, where'd your brain go? Did you agree with them, or did you pipe back and go, I could see how you think that, but it's because I want to be here. This is the path I want to be on, and I know that I got to come in and I got to win in this kind of a role. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to bust it because I know that this is an opportunity for me to crush it in the now. And so I'm going to come in and crush it with the hope that opportunity presents itself for me to grow. Talk to me. Was that said? Yes. Did you agree with them?
I didn't agree with them, and it was certainly, my response was a lot having to do with the latter of what you said, because I know that realistically I'm going to have to crawl before I walk if I want to ultimately get to that highest point of my sweet spot, so to speak. And right now I'm going out for positions where, going back to talent and passion and mission, I'm using the skill set that I'm talented at uniquely to perform actions within a role, hopefully so that I'm at an organization in which the work that I'm doing is giving back to members of communities and just individuals in general that I have great just missional drive to help.
Yeah. So how did they respond when you said what you said?
They responded very positively. I asked them towards the end of the interview, is there anything else leaving you all with hesitancy for considering me for this role? And they said, no, you've answered our last question very well, and we'll be in touch. And actually just today, I got an email from HR saying that I'm still in the running. They're doing background checks and such. So I think that I answered it pretty adequately.
Sounds like it to me.
From their view.
Okay, so which is interesting because you kind of said, hey, I've had this happen to me several times, but nobody's ever actually used the word overqualified.
Right, that's true.
So here's the deal. All I can do as your coach is go, well, don't project something that hasn't been said. I mean, the way that they said it, this particular interview we're talking about that you're still in the running for, it, to me is impressive because it feels like they're being perceptive, and that's a proper question that I think is a good question, and I think you answered it really well. Clearly, you're still in the running. Now, here's the deal. It's like I tell my kids, look, you got to do your best and forget the rest. That's what I tell them. Because, you're up against other people. And you know what? Hiring is a very objective thing. They may end up choosing you. They may not. But when somebody uses the word, hey, you're overqualified, it's usually attached to, hey, listen, we're going to pass on you. We're not going to hire you because you're overqualified. I think that's BS. And I think that's HR sellout crap. Because what it really means is that you probably are asking for too much money, or you're expecting a salary that they're not willing to pay, or they're trying to make you feel good, and that's their crappy letdown. That's what I think is the case. When somebody uses that, it's kind of like, do you ever have a boy break up with you and go, hey, listen, Mary, it's not you, it's me?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Do you remember that, though? I'm not trying to dredge up any pain, but let's have some fun with this for a moment. Did you believe him?
No. It had more to do with that person.
No, well, he was trying to let you down easy. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I'm breaking your heart right now, but it has nothing to do with you. Oh, thanks. Thank you. And I think HR people give out that excuse. Hey, you know what? Here's the deal. You're overqualified for this. I'm sure they do that laugh too. It's like, what are you talking about? What? I'm sitting here going, what does overqualified mean? And by the way, for my audience, including Mary, if somebody ever actually says that, go, I'm not sure I agree with you, but could you explain that a little bit more? And if I'm overqualified and I'm actually willing to do the job, isn't that a good thing? That freaks some people out. Then watch them go, It's like a congressman when you hit him with a direct question. So, Mary.
That's a great way of putting it. Thank you.
I know it is. Try that. Not just Mary, yes. The rest of the audience. Hey, Mary, you're awesome. You got this. The best is yet to be. You got to be really clear when somebody goes, hey, are you going to be bored? You're going to go, no, because I know that I got to win in the now in order to get the next. That's a really great freaking answer. And it's mature and it's specific. But for the rest of you, I want to go back to this little hot button. Next time somebody says to you that you're overqualified, I want you to go, okay, could you explain that a little bit more? Because the way I hear that is I'm overqualified, which means I'm qualified for the position, but I'm sitting here willing to take the position. And since I'm overqualified, that means that I'm essentially an all-star for a regular position. Am I reading that right? And just watch them. Watch them squirm like they got ants in their pants, as my mom used to say. 844-747-2577. Now, if you want to get more interviews and kind of avoid the yuck and the suck of the job search, will you please try the number one hiring site in the world, ZipRecruiter.com. If you go to ZipRecruiter.com/Ken, you're going to join many other candidates who are 3 times more likely to get hired because they use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's got tens of thousands of companies that are looking for great talent like you. And the companies pay ZipRecruiter to push their jobs. So when you go to ZipRecruiter.com/Ken, takes you a few minutes to fill out a profile, you hit submit, and their amazing technology begins to match you up to jobs, potential jobs that are a good fit. And when the companies get the match, they go, oh, and if they're interested in you, they contact you directly. Talk about taking the yuck and the suck out. It's easy. It's the best way to get hired. And did I mention it's free to you? No strings attached. It's free to you. Why wouldn't you put yourself in there? ZipRecruiter.com/Ken. Okay, quick break. When we come back, little in the news item that's riled me up. And we're going to have some fun with some hilarious work fails. That all happens when we come back. It's the Ken Coleman Show.
We were drawn to Christian Healthcare Ministries because we both had young families and we wanted to have more children. And we had also just started a real estate company and needed to find healthcare coverage that would meet our needs.
We were attracted to CHM because of its low monthly costs and the ability to negotiate medical costs down.
Established in 1981 and accredited by the Better Business Bureau, CHM is here to meet the needs of your growing family or small business. Check us out at chministries.org.
We absolutely believe in it.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Ken Coleman Show. Thrilled to have you with us. 844-747-2577 is the phone number. The website, kencoleman.com. We got a ton of great resources there, free and paid. And don't forget, big news on Monday, August the 2nd. Huge news. So exciting, they're going to have to strap me to the chair because I'm probably going to levitate. So you don't want to miss that. And coming up in just a moment, we're going to have some fun. We got some really funny work fails. At least I thought we did. I'm looking at this now, and I've done false advertising. This is the same one we did last week. So no big deal. We will press on. We will press on. We've used those before. All good. All right, so it's time. I cannot believe I'm about to share what I'm about to share, but sometimes there's misinformation in the news, and I got to clear it up, and today's the day. Nathan, it's time for In the News. All right, USA Today should stay out of the career reporting. I can't even believe this. Here's the headline. Why staying on unemployment could help your career. I'm going to read that again because I want to make sure. I want to check in the booth. Am I reading that wrong, guys? That's what it actually says. Okay, I thought that's what it says. It says, why staying on unemployment could help your career. Are you kidding me? Here we go. I'm going to read right from the article. A lot of people on unemployment are making more money collecting those benefits than they did at their former jobs or than they would at a new job. Welcome to the party, USA Today. I've been talking about this. A lot of people have been talking about this, and there have been a lot of people going, oh, it's not true. That's not why people aren't going back. Yeah, it is why. I can do basic math. That's all I can do, but I could do basic math. $300 weekly boost to the state benefits that are already in place in 24 states. So if you're still collecting that boost, it could pay to stay on unemployment until early September when it's set to expire, which, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if the federal government didn't kick that can down the road too. But as it stands right now, Labor Day is when we are going to be seeing the federal unemployment benefits go away, as of right now. Listen to this. This is USA Today. Some genius over there wrote this. It may seem counterintuitive that remaining on unemployment longer is a good idea. After all, the more time you spend out of a job, the more substantial the gap on your resume, and that alone could make it hard to get a new position. Yeah. But on the other hand, oh boy, here comes USA Today's salient wisdom. Earning more money on unemployment creates several opportunities. First, it may mean you can pad your savings so you have money available in a pinch. Huh? Okay, I'll break this down in a minute. Secondly, it may give you an opportunity to take classes or attend workshops that help you develop new skills and could open the door for better stuff. Say you worked in retail and didn't love interacting with customers but felt you weren't qualified for role in management. Staying on unemployment through early September could allow you to take a 2-month course on inventory management accounting and position you to get a better job. Along the same lines, if you were unhappy at your last job, staying on boosted unemployment could take the pressure off. Then, in the very next paragraph, this genius says, the $300 weekly enhancement expires on Labor Day, so you may want to start seeking a job in August. It's July. On one hand, they're telling you to stay on unemployment and collect benefits that, quite frankly, you don't need. They're telling you to use it. Take the government money and pad your savings. What? Unemployment benefits are there as a bridge, and it's assuming, and they used to be, you had to show that you were applying for work. They are openly writing an article going, hey, stay out of the workforce until Labor Day and pad your savings. Use that money for training. Now, don't get mad at me if you've done this. I'm not calling you out and I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but that's not what unemployment is meant for. It's not meant to pad your stats or pay for your job training. If you can work and you can get hired, you ought to be working. End of story. And these geniuses are telling you on one hand to do it, but then going to go, well, look, they're putting this out in July, and they go, well, it's going to end in Labor Day, so you may want to start looking in August. Don't take career advice from the USA Today. Oh, gosh. All right. I know somebody is going to somehow be mad about that. And you know what? If that is, but that's not what unemployment benefits are for. You could collect unemployment benefits, in my mind, and sleep easy if you're going after work. But to sit there and collect unemployment and pad your savings with it, I don't like that, and I don't think it's right, and I don't think it's good for you either. But I'll leave that alone for today. All right, my time is almost up, but before I let you go, remember this: you matter, and you do have what it takes. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, this is the Ken Coleman Show. Press on.